Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Maaike. Today I am shopping my stash for the month of April. If you don't know how I do these videos, I rotate out mainly my face products every single month. Lip and eye products I always update you on in these videos, what I actually used. I already filmed this yesterday, and then when I checked the footage, everything was out of focus. So I'm refilming this bit, but the part where I go into my drawer and select some new products with you, that I'm going to keep. So let me just talk you through what was in here, and then we'll move into my drawer, and I will show you what I decide to buy, what I decide to try and use in the month of April. So for base, I had two base products in here: the Catrice Poreless Perfection Mousse, as well as the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. This is in the shade 010 Neutral Nude, and this is in LN4. This Catrice one I already reviewed on my blog. I wasn't a fan. It's a bit too dry and cakey for my skin type. But the Physicians Formula I really like. In fact, I like it enough, but I haven't tried it enough yet, I feel, to really make up my mind. So I'm going to put it back in here so I can review it in April. For concealer, I actually used up my Catrice Instant Awake Concealer this month, so I switched back to the L'Oreal Perfect Match in 1RC. This is a peachy toned, more like corrector type of product. This was lovely, but I want to try a different concealer again this month. Powder is no longer in here because I need to select a new powder, because just right before I filmed my Shop My Stash, I actually used up my Too Faced Primed and Poreless, so that is something we're going to have to select. Then I had bronzers in here as well. Towards the start of the month, I was still very much using my Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Bronzer in the shade 20M, I believe it's called. The shade has rubbed off. As you can see, lovely bronzer. I use this a ton in the winter time, but I felt that it was a bit too pale for me towards the end of the month. So then I pulled in my Soap & Glory Solar Powder Bronzer, which is currently looking like this. It has a really nice dent on this side. This is one that I think I can hit pan on, but again, I would like to try something differently this month. For highlight, I had these two products in here. The Zoeva Soft Sun Highlighter in Cinnamon Sky was the one that stole my heart a little bit this month. It is sparkly when you put it on the face, so it's not great if you have lots of texture. But I have to say that I really liked the look of it, and it really went well with some of the blush shades that I had in my collection, in the selection for this month. But the Urban Decay Aura Highlighter only really went with this shade. So I didn't wear this a whole lot, but as you can see, this again has quite some use. This is an OG favorite, and I just felt I hadn't used this like pinky toned highlighter for a while, so that's why I wanted to make sure I got some more use out of this. And I really like the Zoeva one, but again, it's time for something new. And the same goes for blush. I had two OG favorites in here. The Essence Matte Touch blush in Blossom Me Up is one of my favorite sort of mauvey pinks. Lovely product. Very affordable, but again, I would like to try something else. Milani's Luminoso. I didn't wear this a whole lot just yet. I used it maybe a handful of times. I feel that a shade like this is better on me if it's like, you know, summer times. It was a bit too early for this. And then another product I really liked was this one. Look at that packaging, how cute that is. This is the Ciate blush in Matchmaker. If you're looking for a very natural, glowy blush, this is absolutely lovely. This is such a great product, and I've seen so many people decluttering these in their collections, but I really like this. Over here we have my like usual stuff, lip balm. Give you a quick update on this one. If there is another product I will be using up very quickly, it's this one. I only have about this much left. Something that's also missing right now is primer, because I also used it up right before I did this video. So the Essence HD or Hydrating Care Primer, something like that, I'm going to find a replacement for. This Essence primer, this is the eyeshadow primer from their You Better Work line, almost gone. And brows are still going strong. Lashes are still going strong. I do think that this is almost out, but it's still okay. It doesn't feel too dry. So I think I have another like 2, maybe 3 weeks left of this being used. So I might change this out for another mascara throughout the month, but for now it's still doing fine. I don't like opening up too many mascaras at the same time. For lips, I used this, and it's looking a little bit sad. And that's because I just spend so much time at home, so I'm currently not really into wearing like a red liquid lipstick. I'm really into something more sheer and comfortable to wear. This is the Catrice Hemp and Mint Glow Lip Balm. And if this looks a bit pink at the tip, that's not because it transferred from a lipstick, but that's what the color becomes when you put it on your lips. This is one of those green lip balms that then turns into a pinky shade. Super comfortable on the lips, very wearable indeed, and one that I would like to keep in here for this month. Another product I would like to keep in here is the Too Faced Sex on the Peach Mini Lipstick. And first of all, I wanted to use this because I think I can use this up because it's so small. And I'm finding this shade goes really well with a lot of the looks I'm doing with the ColourPop monochromatic palettes. I'm still working on that series as well, and I tend to wear this lipstick now whenever I do a look with that. So that's going to stay in here. Some other things I used, my custom Bite lipstick in the red shade. I still love this stuff, of course. I did wear something really bright and funky to work when I still went to work in March. This is Impassioned by MAC. And I also wore something vampy. I wore Sin as well with a look. And then I wore this pinky shade by YSL. This is a Rouge Pour Couture Matte in 207. I'm not sure what the shade is called anymore, but it's about as pink as I like to go. It's not a nude per se, it's definitely a pink, but it's a very rosy pink, very nice for the springtime. And then the other sort of sheer, balmy kind of formula I wore is this Glossier Generation G lipstick in the shade Crush. I've been really liking this shade. I've been really liking this lipstick. The eyeshadow palettes that I wore this month, and I'm not going to say too much about these because these are all going to be making an appearance on Thursday when I'm showing you a 10 palette review video. In case you didn't know this about my channel, but whenever I've tried 10 eyeshadow palettes, I lump them together and give you a full lowdown on it. So looks, swatches, all that jazz is coming up. This was something I used. Catrice came out with their new products, which I filmed a video with, so I'll make sure to link it in the eye. I think at the end of February, and I was really happy with this. So full thoughts in Thursday's video. I'm not someone who buys releases when they come out, but the Wired palette by Irma Decay I had to try, and I have mixed feelings about this one. I think it's pretty, but it's not a standalone palette. Again, more coming on Thursday. I used 2 singles, and I used both of these just to try them. This one I used to try out. This is the Sprinkled Chrome single by Essence. It has this like flaky texture, but I'm not a fan of this. This is quite sheer, and it doesn't stay put very well. It kind of disappears throughout the day. And I used ColourPop Ritz to top one of the palettes off that I'll show you in a minute. This is one of my favorite ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I love wearing this on its own, using it to top things off. It's such a pretty cool tone shimmery shade. And we have Pretty Cool by Dose of Colors. That's what I used Ritz with. So I did a look with all 5 of these shades, and then I dabbed Ritz all over the lid. I like these little palettes by Dose of Colors a lot. I also own the Blushing Berries and Marvelous Mauves. So when I saw they had a cool toned one, I of course wanted to try it. Then, BH Cosmetics, Love in London. I wanted to try some more cool tone palettes, and boy, did this live up to my expectations. I didn't have very high hopes for it, because the Royal Affair palette by BH that I tried was not my favorite, but this I really, really liked. Again, more thoughts on Thursday. Essence, Which Side, like Catrice, Essence also did their new lineup. Again, I did a video with it, so link it in the eye above. And this palette had me really excited because I really like the color story. And yes, the eyes kind of open and close when you move the palette. It's sort of Huda Beauty New Nude inspired. And now that I've used every single shade in the palette, I don't think I would recommend this one. Again, more thoughts, looks, swatches, all that jazz on Thursday. A palette that won't be showing up in Thursday's video because I already put it in one of these videos is the Nude Light palette by Huda Beauty. I just wanted something basic and neutral, and this fit the bill just perfectly. And last but not least, let me put this away. Last but not least, a newer purchase is the Norvina Mini Volume 3. And this is a palette that I really wanted to own because of that really fun color story. I really like the pinks and the reds in here, but I also have a bit of an issue with the fact that it has a pressed glitter that is not marketed as a pressed glitter anywhere. Like, it's nowhere on the packaging, which is why I kept the packaging. Also because it's cute, but also that I have that information. And it's also not listed on the website as this palette having a pressed glitter. So I'm a bit peeved about that. Again, I will show you looks and swatches with this on Thursday. Now that all of this is very empty, I'm going to cut to the clip that I recorded with all of the new stuff that I'm selecting. So let's move on to my makeup drawer. All right, ready to shop my stash, are we? I am definitely going to be selecting some new products from this drawer. As you know about me, I do not select lipsticks or eyeshadow palettes. In my Shop My Stash, I always update you on that, what I've actually used at the end of the month, and I'm currently in the midst of trying all of those ColourPop monochromatic palettes, so I can tell you that I, for instance, will be trying the Just My Look and the Mint to Be and the Smoke Show and those kind of things. So those will not be featured here, but I'm definitely going to be showing you what I'm going to be selecting in terms of face. So what I need is a new foundation to try, and I bought a new foundation, namely the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. This over here replaced the Dream Satin, which didn't come in my shade. I tried it and loved that foundation. This seems to be a better shade match for me, so I can't wait to try that more. So that's gonna go in my Shop My Stash. And I need a concealer to put in my Shop My Stash as well. And I tried this one. This is also new by Maybelline. This is the Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. I bought it together with the foundation because it was buy one, get one free. Yeah, I'm going to try this one out. And I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. I only used these two products once so far. I need a new primer. And I've got two that I want to choose from. I have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Catrice Glow and Care Primer. And I just used up one of these, like, very similar ones to by Essence. So I think I want to go for the Milk and see if I can use it up. This is a travel size, by the way. I like that size. And that gives me an opportunity to try. I need some new blushes to put in my Shop My Stash as well. And I definitely want to be putting in these two new blushes by Essence. I tried these on my face outside of my video, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed. But I need to use them more for my full thoughts. So those are going to go in there for that reason. And I think... Ooh, what else do I want? I think what I'm going to do... Yes, this blush by The Balm, I haven't used much, Balm Strength. So I think I'll put that in. Also has more of like a peachy tone to it, so I'll use that. And then I want something... Do I want something else? Oh yeah, let me do that. I'll just put in Tarte Seduce. Something very basic and neutral, so that if I wear a very bright look and the blush doesn't really go with it, I always have something to reach for. So something to try, something old that I love, that I know will work for me, and I'm happy. In terms of bronzer, I'm going to be selecting the number 7 bronzer in Golden Sand. This is their lightest shade, and this looks nice and pale and matte, but maybe a little bit radiant. And then, because I know that if, let's say I don't like this, I would like to pull in my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bali Sands. This is such a lovely, also again, springtime bronzer because it has a bit of a sheen. So I'll use that. And then if I move to this side, I hope I'm not blocking the light now, I also need to decide what highlighters to wear. What highlighter to wear? You know what? Since we're going into spring, summer, let me wear the Glossier Halo Scope a bit more, because I haven't reviewed this yet. And if there's going to be a time that I wear any cream highlighter, it is now. So, need to try and review that. Ooh. Do I really want to go for something more golden toned? Because that's quite subtle. Yeah. Let me go and pull in another Da Balm OG Mary Luminizer. I have a huge dent in this. I tried hitting pen on this last year. Let's try again this year. And then for setting spray, when I run out of my Makeup Revolution one, I will be using the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist, but that will live in here until I need to use it. And I need to try a new face powder. And I really want to try this. And this, let me move this around. What's this in here? Oh yeah. This is the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear powder in the beige illuminating finish. I'm not sure if this is going to be too dark for me or not, so that's why if I'm going to try it, I need to do it now, because I'm definitely going to be getting a bit more color to my skin now that we're having nicer weather. So I will be using that as powder. And then I think I have selected everything that I need in order to replace stuff. As I mentioned, that little Too Faced mini lipstick and the ColourPop palettes is what I'm currently focusing on mostly now, this first half of the month. And then I will update you on what other lipsticks and eyeshadow palettes that I reached for at the end of next month, which will be in my new Shop My Stash. And I will be doing a get ready with me with some of these products also towards the end of the month, so that after I've tried some of these things, I can showcase everything for you. So yeah, that's my Shop My Stash for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make 3 new videos a week. I have videos going live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And I have a book channel, and there I post on Fridays. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye!